This is Jarod, Hector with your Nets post-game report. The Brooklyn Nets lost to the Milwaukee Bucks 117-97 here at Barclays Center. That was the Nets' third straight loss, and they're now 2-8 in their last 10 games. The story in this game was shooting. The Nets were 30% overall from the field, 33% from three. They struggled mightily. Caris LeVert, particularly 3 of 13 from the field. Spencer Dinwiddie, 3 of 12. Kyrie was 6 of 15, not much better, but that three-guard lineup did see some action. Now, to be fair, this is the Milwaukee Bucks we're talking about, the best team in the NBA record-wise. Still, Coach Kenny Atkinson after the game talked about what he's seeing from his 3 best players right now in Kyrie Irving, Caris LeVert, and Spencer Dinwiddie.
Kenny, you talk about continuity with your lineups. I know it was a loss, but what are you seeing from that three-guard lineup specifically from a positive standpoint?
Yeah, I know we're going to continue to use it. I keep saying this: you got to have your best players out there, and then we have to figure out, what that looks like and what the balance is and all that. But like those guys out there, we'll continue.
As I mentioned, the Milwaukee Bucks are the best team in the NBA. They're number 1 in defense, number 3 in offense, and number 1 in net rating. MVP and looking like back-to-back MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo at 29 points and 12 rebounds. Chris Middleton chipped in with 20 points. After the game, the team talked about their focus on both ends of the floor and what this team is trying to do in the regular season as they gear towards a title run.
Giannis, when you look at this team at the halfway point of the season, where do you feel that you guys are as you're trying to get towards the championship by the end of the season?
We got to keep getting better, game by game. I think we're in a great place, but we got to play good basketball for 48 minutes, not for a quarter, 2 quarters. I think our championship team, play the whole game. We got to get ourselves to a place that we can compete for 48 minutes and be smart for 48 minutes, push sharp for 48 minutes, and that's it.
Before the game, Bud talked about your efficiency, how great that is, and you and him getting some kind of agreement on your creativity and being able to move the ball and create shots on offense. How are you feeling year 2 in Bud's system?
Confident. Just try to read the game. His confidence is growing in me to be a decision out there, to make plays for others or create for myself.
You also said defensively you're underrated. What do you think about your defense, your strides defensively this year?
I hear you.
He said defensively you're underrated. What have your strides been defensively this season?
That's why I came into the league as a 3-and-D guy. I grew my game a little more offensively, but just try to do the right thing. Try to be a help defender at times. Try to be on ball defender, whatever.
Sorry, at the halfway point, roughly in the season, where do you feel that this team is collectively as try to pursue a championship ultimately by the end of it?
I think we're playing great basketball right now, but later the season goes, the deeper we go in the playoffs, that we have to continue to raise our level of play.
From the Nets standpoint, the Kyrie Irving controversy is sort of taking over the last few days. As you all remember, Kyrie Irving had some comments following a loss recently in Philly where he mentioned a few of the Nets players by name in terms of their core group, but failed to mention Jarrod Allen, Joe Harris, and a couple other guys. Kyrie and the team has talked about it. We've talked to players inside the locker room. Everything's fine. Look, this team is trying to gel together and figure each other out, and you're interjecting new personalities and different people onto the floor. And sometimes things, don't go as smoothly as you would like. Now, Kyrie Irving, being a veteran in the NBA, probably knows he shouldn't have mentioned anybody by name and just talked in general terms, which he did address tonight as well in his post-game comments. But he talked about what he can do to galvanize his team as they look towards making a run in the playoffs. This team still has high hopes, and they think the 6, 7, or 8 seed, right now they're currently 8th, are all within their grasp. So Kyrie talked about what he can do as a leader to, in his words, galvanize the team.
The roster a few days now. What do you hope to get out of the second half of the season now that you guys are 41 games through it?
Get healthy. That's the most important. That's really where kind of the most important priority for us is just getting healthy, staying healthy, and just seeing where we land. We're gonna put obviously our effort out there, and we're gonna galvanize each other as a group. I like that word, galvanize. If you guys ever know, but I've said it like 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, but a couple media sessions, galvanize. Yeah. But give me another synonym for galvanize. You can just trying to, I'm just trying to get the group going as much as I can and keep positivity in the locker room. But moving forward is just getting healthy and then also developing that principal kind of list that we have of becoming a great team. You know, 'cause
You obviously won't have Kevin Durant, maybe not, whatever, but how important is the playoffs, like getting playoff experience with this group? Is that
I mean, that's a successful season. You know, that's still a goal, is to make the playoffs. You know, it's not like we're going to pack it in and just say, hey, like, you know, let's just see where. No. When I say see where we end up, it's in that 6, 7, 8 spot. Put a realistic goal in front of you, and then really go after it. And you're able to, you know, have a focus on the big picture, long term. You know, so heading into All-Star break, you want to have these good games, these great tests, see what we can learn from them, and then move forward. And after All-Star break, we get everybody back, and I feel like we'll be in a better place.
Kyrie, there was a moment in the fourth quarter where you were talking to Durant, and can you give?
Say that one more time.
You were talking to Durant at the end of the court in the fourth quarter, out of the game. Is that something you can possibly share about what you guys see when you're looking out there now, and what you see as how to progress from here?
Well, I think the most important thing is, you know, we have the same intent, we have the same goal, and that's to win a championship here together, as well as, you know, when I say together, I mean the whole entire group, just so everyone knows. When I say together, just gotta make sure that's clear. But no, but with me and Kay, when we're talking about that stuff, you know, it really comes with a very passionate, you know, energy, because we just want to play well, and I know he wants to be back out there, and he's seeing things that I can improve on out there, and just as, you know, leading the team out there, getting guys involved, being more aggressive. We also bring up the future and how we can implement each other, and where he sees he can be implemented, and when he's healthy and how he's feeling. It's just more of these, you know, best friend conversations that, you know, you just want to have, you know, with a guy that loves the game as much as I do. He probably loves it a little bit more than I do. Honestly, like he's next level, man, honestly. But and I miss him, and at the same time, no, we all do. But we're just talking, just going back and forth, throwing ideas out, you know. It's good to have a best friend in the league. Yeah.
The Nets continue their tough stretch of games as they play on Monday, Martin Luther King Day, here at home against the Philadelphia 76ers. For CLNS Media, this is Jarod Hector.